welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great day. So today we are going to be, in Psalm 27. And this one they labeled, the printers of the Bible labeled, "The Lord is my light and my salvation." Amen, y'all. Amen, amen. But when the verse I'm going to be focusing on today is 27 verses 4. Just verse 4. It says, "One thing I have asked of the Lord, one thing that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple." Now, he says it's one thing, but I think it's a few things he's asking for. He's asking that he seeks after the Lord, that he may dwell in the house of the Lord. And I'm saying he because David wrote this, y'all. So he's seeking after the Lord. He's dwelling in the house of the Lord. He wants to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. So I'm picking 4 things out that he wants to do just in that verse. But he's saying, one thing I'm asking of the Lord. So I am going to be using today this printable of Beholding and Becoming. Oh my gosh, y'all. This printable is gorgeous. It's from Charlene Warwick, her Etsy shop, and I'm going to have the link down below, and there's a discount code that she graciously gave us, or gave me to give to you all. I think it's 20% off, so use that code and you can get these printables, but it comes with like all these little peacocks. It's like 4 or 5 sheets of different eyes and peacocks and words, and like I'll be showing you, like she gives some washi tape. I printed all this out on clear sticker paper, and then words like dwell and becoming and magnify and seek and all that. So I'm going to be using her printable today. I did prep both pages. I've got stuff everywhere because I did have something on this back page. So I like, since I'm going to be using some watercolors and some paste and all that, I did gesso the page, prep the page. So I'm going to move this. We'll get back to this. So I did have this, what is this? Peacock feather stencil. So I had this. So I'm like, hey, well, I might as well use it with the Peacock page. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to grab my light and fluffy modeling paste. This stuff that looks like marshmallows. Doesn't smell like marshmallows, but it looks like marshmallows. And I'm using my palette knife. I'm just getting a little bit on my palette knife. And I'm going to try to hold this down very still. And I am going to scrape this stuff over. I already got it all over my finger. Over the, oops, and I just got it underneath. Let me scrape that off. Okay, yeah. Hold your don't do as I do. Hold your stencil down flat, and you kind of want to scrape. I'm going to kind of go from the edges in here because this part right here is a little temperamental. And I want just a really thin coat of paste on this. Let's get all this stuff off the top. I mean, a little bit of this paste goes a pretty long way. And you've all seen me mess up with this stuff multiple times. So, you just got to kind of play with it. I just hope for the best when I do this. I really do. Okay, you ready for the reveal? Hopefully, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, if you want it thicker, you could put a thicker coat on. I just want a really thin coat on here. So let's see how it looks. And look at that, y'all. Pretty. Okay, I'm going to move this. Actually, I'm going to wipe this off a little bit. And this part got a little wonky. So I'm going to scrape some of that paste off to make it look like it's supposed to look. You could always go in and do that. Just kind of fix it if it got a little wonky on you. This one went under the... Okay, so let me grab a paper towel. I'm going to try to wipe some of this off because what I've noticed is if you let this stuff stay, it is pretty difficult to get off. I mean, you can, but it hardens to your stencil. And so it's probably better to wipe it off, because I can't, if you can get this to a sink right away, that's what I would recommend. And actually what I might do, well, this is good. I was gonna say I could run this to the sink real quick and just throw it in there in some water, but I'm getting most of it off. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm also gonna do the same with my palette knife, just cause it makes it easier to get it while it's damp. And then I'll wash the rest of that and then close this up, because yeah, it'll dry out pretty quickly. So make sure you keep that closed. Let me grab some more paper towel, because I know I'm going to make a mess. And I'm going to spray my hands, since I'm not near a sink right now, and wipe that up. Okay, we are going to let this dry. Let me lift this up so it doesn't stick to that. Wipe that up. So we're gonna let that dry a little bit. And while that's drying, I am going to grab, these are like pearlescent watercolors, and I'm going to watercolor around this side. So I'm thinking this picture will kind of go in the middle. And I really love blues and purples, so I'm going to watercolor just like blues and purples around this, I think. Right? Yeah, I'll do kind of like a border around this page. We'll see how it goes. Again, you know, never know. So I've got my water, and let's see, I've got my watercolor brush here. And I am going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip this around, because I'm going to flip it like this for now. Just flip it like this, because I'm just going to do a border on here. I don't need to have it straight up and down. Y'all, hang on one second. My tube of paint just rolled off the table. Okay, there we go. I'm back. The tube of paint just rolled right off. Okay, so I'm going to use this blue right here. Can you all see? And I'm just gonna get it wet and do like a border around this. And since I'm getting it right to the edge, it might seep to the other side. I'll try not to let it as much as I can. But I just love the watercolor look and the squishy, you know, the cloudy, flowy type look. I'm gonna try not to let it seep to the other side, but yeah. We'll see what happens there. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the purple. And we'll see what happens. Kind of blend them a little, mix them a little, not blend them, but and mix them up a little bit. I'm gonna kind of just go in just with some water and get these mixing, the two colors mixing here. So it's not so stark of like blue into purple, they're kind of mixing a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with some water and have it kind of flow in like this, so it's not a stark line here. There we go. Now, ooh, I love the little ridges and stuff, so I'm gonna leave that. Let's just dry that real quick. Push this over here. And I'm gonna dry the stencil too, the texture piece. Move this a little bit over here. Still waiting to get an extension cord, y'all. I know you're all are like, just do it already. I'm like, I know. So we gotta get this dry and this dry to move on. So this is a lot pretty wet, so I need to dab up some of the petals. But this printable is just gorgeous. I love it. Sometimes some printables just really call out to me, and this is one of them. Dab up some of these petals. Now this Pearlescent watercolor is going to give you like a little shimmer and shine in the background as well. I think it's cool. Of course, y'all know me. Shimmer and shine. I mean, I don't always have to have it, but it just seems like it becomes a thing. I kind of always do on here. Ooh, I love how I got some dark spots and light spots. I'm going to go in, I think, and add a little bit more. I want it darker around the edges. So I'm going to go in and add just a tad more. I think. We'll try and we'll see what happens, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to grab my brush. Let's see. There's a darker blue here in the corner. I'm going to try this one and see. Hang on. Let's see what. I'm not liking that too much, so I'm going to go back in with that blue, the Peacock color blue. I'm just going to add a little bit more around the edges, make it a little bit darker. Soaking right into the crease right there, which is fine. And then I'm going to go back in with some water, kind of even that out a little. And then I'm going to go in just, I think, with a little bit more purple in some spots. I just want some darker areas. Not everywhere, but just in some spots. But it looks like I probably am going everywhere. Okay, now I'm gonna just go in with some water and kind of, there we go. Okay, so let's dry that real quick. We're getting our frame little by little. Let's try this some more too, because this has to be completely dry before I can watercolor on it. Because if you use water on wet paste, it's just going to squish the paste and you'll ruin your image. So I got to get this completely dry. And since this page looks like watercolor dripping down. See the eyes? I'm gonna kind of try to do that with this peacock feather. So I always, when I'm figuring out my pages, because some people say, well, how do you put together your page or whatever? I kind of look at the image that I have. I play off the colors from that image. I play off the colors from that image, as well as like the technique. So it looks like this image had like watercolor or faded colors or drippy colors. So then I'm gonna do the same with this side. And I'm wondering if I want to put a frame around here or not. Let me see what this is gonna look like first. Okay, almost dry, I think. I wish there was an instant way we can dry this stuff. Just be like, dry. I mean, I know some people do their videos, they'll pause it and then turn it back on and come back on later. I do my videos in real time, so you can see exactly, how long it takes to do these pages, or at least how long it takes me, and then you can see all my goof ups, my mistakes, and that kind of stuff. So I don't pause my videos or anything. I do everything in real time. So unfortunately with that, you kind of have to deal with this, the drying part. I let those little puddles dry. And then, here, let me make sure I'm in camera. Okay, let's see. Not much came through the back. Not yet, it's just wet in some spots. Okay, so now what I wanna do, let me think. I think I'm gonna do blues on the outside, kind of dripping down to go with these blues and purples, and the purple on the inside maybe, and then maybe some pink or gold or something. Okay, so I'm gonna have to lift this when I'm painting because I want it to drip down the book. So let's see how this works. What did I say? Blues on the outside. So I'm gonna do kind of like this around the outside of the feathers. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's abstract, y'all. Abstract, drippy abstract. So I want blues all around the outside of this. And we want it to kind of drip and down the page and look kind of watery. A little bit more so it'll drip. It's hard to paint and hold the book up at the same time. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the purples. Ooh, that's a bright purple, yay. And I want these to kind of mix a little. Okay, let's see how this goes. Kind of mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. All the way down. And then up here. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with some more blue up here. I want those to kind of mix a little bit more. Okay, and I like these drips that I'm getting. See these drips? Ooh, that one's going good down the page. I like the drips that I'm getting. So I'm gonna kind of hold that. And where's my paper towel? I'm gonna dab this part up down here. I hope y'all can see what's going on here. And I'm trying to keep y'all on camera at the same time. Okay. I'm rinsing off my brush and let's get some pinks. Maybe a little bit of pink here. So we get a little bit of different color around here. Down the middle. maybe a little bit of green, or like peacock feather green right in here. Yeah, it's gonna turn into mud. Okay, let's dab that up for now. I gotta let that dry a tad. Let's dry this just a little bit before I can put the rest of the color on, because otherwise it'll just smear. Okay, almost there. Thing with watercolors, you got to do a lot of drying because you use a lot of water on the page, and these are very, very thin pages, so you have to be careful with your paper. Otherwise, it could get very fragile. That's the word I was trying to think of. It could get fragile. Okay, I'm mixing a couple other colors here. I want to get like some kind of like yellowish, except it's not working. I'm getting there. Maybe like a yellowish, copperish look in this middle here for the eye. Okay, I'm just making sure it's not gonna go, it's not going through. And then I might put some gold on it with this gold paste. And I can't put my sticker on until this is dry too, so we're working. Looks like it's almost, I got a couple puddles. Okay, well that is kind of drying. Okay, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna bring this up. Can you see how it's shimmering a little? Hang on, I'm trying to get it in the light. See how the pearlescent watercolor shimmers? So it looks kind of like a peacock feather when it's shimmering. Okay, so I'm gonna use some of this gold paste. So I'm gonna grab this other brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit on this. Whoa. Okay, that was a little too much. I'm gonna put that back there. I'll wipe that off. So I'm gonna go around this part. With this gold paste. Kind of come down. And since I have all this, I'm going to put some of it brushing out from the middle out, just again to give it a little shimmer. Since I squeezed all that out, I might as well use it. And I'm just gonna finish up what's on my brush and on here. And there we go, okay. You see that? Okay, so it gives it just a little bit more. Okay, finally, I am going to use, let me grab another big brush if I can find it. Where is it? Okay. This is just a stiff bristled brush. I'm going to grab this color, which is gold. I use it a lot. It's almost out. And I'm going to, let's get this set up here, do some sparkles, or not sparkles. What's the word? Splatters on the page. So I'm getting a lot of gold on this. And it looks like I need some more water, or more, there we go. I need more water because I want some bigger droplets. There we go. There we go. Can y'all see that? And then we might as well put some on this page. And you definitely will see it in the light when your page, when the light hits your page. There we go. Okay, I think I'm done with the watercolor for now, so I'm gonna move that to the side because y'all know me. The other day I went to clean up my water and I knocked the whole cup all over my counter. I was like, no. So yeah, I don't want that to happen again. Okay, so let's dry this part, and then all it really left is just assembling the page and putting all the stickers on. I love how these two kind of play off each other, and that happens when, again, you use the same colors on both sides. That way it helps tie the pages together. Oh my gosh, I love these gold splatters, y'all. I'll show it to you close up. You can really see it in the light. So cool, so cool. These watercolors, they're super cheap, but oh my gosh, I've gotten so much use out of them. I love these, and I don't know where I got them. It's Yasutomo brand, I guess, but I think I got these at either Michael's or some craft store here, and I remember them being just super cheap, maybe $5 or less, and they last quite a bit, and you can see the colors that I use all the time, but I love these pearlescent colors. So yeah, you may even be able to get something like this on Amazon. Just look up like pearlescent watercolors or something like that. But these, I get a really good shimmer on, which, you know, is always the best when you can get a good shimmer. Okay, looks like it's almost dry. Okay. Okay, y'all. Now we're just gonna assemble. I love it already. So pretty. These are my favorite colors. Okay, so let's see. So I'm thinking this is gonna go right here. Oh, look at that. Look how, you know, again, happy accident. That was like almost perfect size right there. I'm gonna probably put that like up a little bit more right there. Let's see here. Got this washi tape. It's probably gonna blend into this quite a bit, but you know, we'll see. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut that right about there. Again, I printed all of this on clear sticker paper. So I'm gonna put this down. This is Mako sticker paper, clear sticker paper, matte, I think, from Amazon. I'm running out. I only have a couple more sheets left. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep this on. My little tip for you is, because otherwise if you take the whole thing off, it curls up and it gets stuck together, and then you're like, ah. Yes, this is, most of this is gonna blend in, but we'll know it's there. So then I hold it onto the edge like this and then flatten it all out, and then I've got like a perfectly straight line. That's just an easy way that I do it. You know, so other people might do it a little differently. And yeah, it does blend in a little bit, but I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but I could still, it gives you just, you know, just something there, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is the one I'm worried about. Is there, okay, so here's where the paper, so I'm gonna peel this part off, And let me see, we want this up here. Right about there. So I'm gonna stick it down, because once the sticker paper is down, it is down. Then the other easy thing is to fold it up like this and just start with my hand. I kind of flatten it out as I go, and I'm pulling this at the same time, and then I get a perfectly flat piece, you know, like it doesn't get bubbles in it or anything. I love that. Oh, and the gold sparkles shine through. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's turning out way better than I thought it would be. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, so I have To Gaze Upon His Beauty. I have some of these little, what are these, feathers as well. And let's see, this printed out really tiny. Psalm 27:4. 27:4, that's the one we're focusing on. And I'm wondering if I want to do something like that. Oh, y'all. And then so I went through some of my drawers and I found these. They're called Fancy Feathers. They were $2.49, but I don't think I paid that. I probably got this in something. They're natural feather picks. And I thought, ooh, these would be perfect for this. So I grabbed one out, and they're picks, but I'm not going to use it as a pick. I'm thinking I'm going to kind of maybe put it down here. Let's see. Do I want To Gaze Upon His Beauty over here, perhaps? I don't know. Let's see. This is why I like to just have things cut out so I can fiddle around with them. And maybe kind of, I don't know. We'll see. Ooh. And then this would get glued in here. Do I want that, or do I want it over here? But then that'll kind of cover the, I don't want it to cover the peacock totally. Ugh. Having an issue here. I think these are coming out of the pick, so I want to make sure that they stay in there. I keep fiddling with it too much. If you fiddle with these too much, you could kind of potentially ruin them. And that's what I'm doing right now. Let's get this where it needs to be. And then when I stick this down, that'll help hold this down as well. Maybe I'll have that one coming out like this. I have some more of these. I could do a couple of these like that, and then have that one kind of in the middle, maybe. That might look pretty. Might look pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one. Ugh, if I can get it. Come on. Come on. It's so tiny. There we go. Little teeny tiny. We're gonna put it right by his feet. Psalm 27:4. Look at all this, y'all. And then I'm gonna put this one down. And right now, all we're really doing is assembling the page. So I want this to kind of come under the phrase. Oh no. I was trying to pull this little piece off right there, and I pulled this out instead. We'll stick that in. Oh no. Come on. I mean, I have these other ones in this bag that I can use, but okay, gotta be careful with these. We'll be careful with you. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one. This one was what? Coming like right about here. This one's coming right about there. next to it. Kind of like feathers coming out. I don't know. I just want to use these. I printed them all, so I might as well use them. Okay, then that's gonna glue. So let me grab, I'm gonna grab my Zots. They're clear. This one's medium. They come in small, medium, and large. I have medium and small. They're little glue dots. And I'm gonna actually stick the glue right there on these feathers, so that'll kind of hold these feathers on as well, hopefully. And secure the feathers. And not my fingers. Come on. And then I'm going to organize them the way I want them and need them. And then I'm sticking it down. Hard. Sticking it down hard to make sure it's stuck. And then this is gonna go over this, and that'll help hold that down as well. Might have a little ridge there, but that's okay. To gaze upon his beauty. So I put that in between the words so you can still see it. To gaze upon his beauty. Oh, I love it. And then this will kind of stick out a little bit, which is fine. Okay, so that's that page, or that side of the page. Now let's work on this side. And I think this is pretty dry. Yay. So now let's fool around with this. So I've got Becoming, got this little peacock here. So now let me grab my gold pen. And this is the verse that we're focusing on, verse 4. So I'm just gonna kind of highlight it and highlight it here. So it's like this verse right here. And sometimes I don't like when the verses, you know, I like it all together, but that's okay. No biggie, no biggie. And every translation's different, every Bible's different. So like on some Bibles, it'll be in different spots, you know, I don't know. I got this little peacock, so I was thinking if I can get him in this corner here, it's kind of like he's pointing to this verse. So let's see what we can do, y'all. Isn't he cute? Look at that. I love these watercolor. I mean, these peacocks are just so beautiful. Okay, so I love the beholding and becoming. When we behold the Lord, when we look at the Lord and our gaze is on the Lord, I think the more we put our eyes on the Lord, the more we become like him. Look at that, y'all. It fits. And I love that. Wherever we put our gaze, that is really kind of what we become. Whatever you're viewing, whatever you're, I'm gonna cut this little piece off here because it's gonna stick. Whatever you're watching or seeing, y'all know that, garbage in, garbage out, or, you know, beauty in, beauty out, or, you know, good stuff in, good stuff out. So it's like, what are you seeking? What are you gazing upon? What are you becoming? A lot of it is, you know, whatever you behold, that's what you become. And I know for me, I want to become more like the Lord. So, and this one I'm going to put here too, kind of the same thing, like he's gazing up at this verse. This one's gazing here. This one's gazing here. So it kind of brackets it. I don't know. That's just my thought. But yeah, that's what I take out of beholding and becoming. It's like the more you behold him, the more you become like him. Let's see. Oh, that's where he's going. And so I like that title, Becoming. And maybe we'll put dwell here with a, because it says, one thing I've asked of the Lord that I may seek after. Whoop, I just dropped my word seek. Let's grab it. So I have seek. So I'm going to put seek maybe up here. That I might dwell in the house of the Lord, and that I might magnify him. I think I might just put magnify right here. So it's because it says, all the days of my life to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. So I think if we magnify the Lord, we seek him, we dwell, we magnify, we become more like him. So let's see if this will stick on this. Hopefully it will. We shall see. This is sticky paper. This paper sticks really well to pretty much anything. So you get that. Wait, is this on sticker paper? Or was this on, should be on sticker paper. Just doesn't feel like it for some reason. Come on, it's gotta be sticker paper. I only printed stuff on sticker paper, I think. Didn't I? Hang on. Yeah, it's just so tiny. It feels like regular paper. Okay. So I want to seek the Lord, magnify, and dwell. Let's put this one down first. But yeah, this was a good reminder to me to focus on the Lord and to think about, what am I dwelling on? Sometimes we dwell on our problems, or sometimes we dwell on, negative things or whatever it may be. And then if I'm doing that, am I magnifying the Lord? Am I becoming like the Lord when I dwell on negative things? No, I don't think so. So this is a good reminder for me to dwell on the right things. Let me throw that out. And seek him above all else. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out where I want this. I think I'm gonna want this here. Magnify, seek, dwell. And when we magnify, seek, and dwell upon the Lord and gaze upon him, and what are we beholding? What are we looking after? What are we gazing upon on our day-to-day basis? Then we become more like him. And I love this. So that's the becoming is kind of going to be my title. I mean, this is beholding and becoming is the title, but I'm kind of carrying it over to this page. I have some more of this washi tape too. Maybe we should put some up here. Yeah, let's put some up there. I'm going to cut off I'm going to put that up there. It's not really washi tape, it's sticker, but it was like kind of imitation washi tape. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. And then the becoming. And again, on this set, she had like 4 or 5 pages, I think. And she had some background papers too that you can like cut out and use for collaging and stuff. So that's cool. So if you guys want to check this out, I definitely will check out. Trying to figure out where I want this. I guess we'll just put it like kind of right here so you can see the washi tape at the top. So becoming, it's a little wonky. I put it a little, but yeah, I think that's it. I think it's on. It's staying on there. Okay, so let me grab, this is Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And I went and grabbed these little baby feathers that I had. I have a whole drawer full of craft feathers left over from like crafts that my son and I did for something, like some Indian thing or something. I don't even remember what it was. And so they're not really peacock feathers, but they're kind of cool. They got like these cool, can y'all see that? Cool patterns like polka dots and stripes and stuff. And then this purple one was just like a rando little piece I had. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to stick these. I want that to show. I want the cool stuff to show. And then this one I might put like right on top just to have the purple kind of. And then I'm going to kind of go in here with my tiny attacher and just staple them all together. Oh, and that didn't really work. I only got a few of them. Do it right. No biggie. We'll just put another staple in. Okay. And then this, I'm actually going to probably just staple it to the page too. So I'm going to have becoming, okay, but I don't want it to kind of cover the verse. So there's the verse. And I'm going to, which way do we want it? I mean, I could staple it over here and then it wouldn't be covering the verse, but then it's going to cover the becoming. Oh, I should have thought this through first. I could staple it right there. I could still see the verse right there. Actually, what I'm going to do is use another one of these glue dots first, because I think that'll help hold this as well. So I'm going to take this back part and put this glue dot right in the middle and then peel it off. So now it's stuck to me. Stay on there. Stay, 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 stay. And then I'm going to stick it down there. And then there's my verse. So let's these aren't staying as well as I hoped. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna put this pink one over those staples so you can't see it. Okay, and now I'm gonna stick that and I'm going to staple it one time right over the top and hopefully get them all. There we go. Yes, perfect staple. A perfect staple. And then you just have this on the back so you really can't see, you know, it doesn't really affect your other page. Okay, there we go. That's it. And then I'm gonna put the date maybe right along here. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. I love it. Beholding and becoming. Lord, let me magnify you, seek you, dwell in your house, dwell on your face, dwell on things of you, so that I become more like you. Let me gaze upon your beauty, and that one day that I may dwell in the house of the Lord, to actually gaze upon his face. Y'all, one day we are going to be able to gaze upon his face. Oh my gosh, isn't that to me is just so exciting that I'm gonna get to see him face to face. I love that. Okay, so let me bring this up close. So let me see if I can you see the shimmer and shine of the paints, and then look at all the gold splatters. So here's the top of this, the shimmer and shine. The gold splatters are even showing through the sticker. And the sticker just, on clear sticker paper, you can see it just literally blends into the background. I love that. And then she's got the eyes that are like kind of tearing down. I love that with the watercolor. And then we got this little feather part. And then up here, we have becoming. There's our little feather topper, our little peacock right there. And then the leaf down into our verse. So again, that is Psalm 27, verse 4 is what we're focusing on. But I love all of Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. I love that. But there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I'll put the link down below for Charlene's Printable. If any of you want to get it, there's a discount code down below. So check out her site on Etsy. She's got some great printables, y'all. So thanks for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, y'all.